Your store in Turquoise Street. We're here live in an actual retail store, which doesn't seem to exist anymore in this online world. I'm here with Joanna Kinsman, the founder and president and designer of Kinsman Collection. I'm looking at the storefront here, and Kini Bands, which is what we're wearing. And we are about to go live on Amazon Live because we're going to do some social selling. Yes, that's the theme of today's Believe You Can show. I'm Coach Deb, your host. We're going to go live here. We've got to go here and see how it's the 30-second delay. But we always go to you first on all of the other platforms. And we're using StreamYard.VIP to be streaming in 8. That's right, 8 different platforms. That's like three here, 5 here. So it looks like we are live on all of the places through StreamYard.VIP. Thank you very much. So let's start the interview. This is going to be kind of a fast interview, and it's going to be a little bit different from what we've done in the past, because in the past we've talked about online selling, digital selling, but Joanna has really blended both online selling and in-store selling. So we are in her store. We're wearing the Kinsman collection. Everything here is Kinsman, the Kini bands, except the ring. The ring is not. The band, the jacket. What are these called?
The crop tops.
So if you're joining us on Amazon Live on the influencer show, you will notice the main product that we are showing is Kini bands. So I want to know the story. Let's get a little backstory, or as we interview entrepreneurs that have succeeded. Tell us the backstory, because this was a big pivot story, right? How did you create the Kini bands?
All right. So let's see. I started out, actually, I know Deb through marketing because I got a random job on Craigslist years and years ago. And Deb and I met at, my first marketing event, actually, and we hosted it. So met there and, just started meeting all kinds of different people. Helped me to understand that I could start my own business too. I always had a passion for fashion design. And I was working on a swimwear line. I was living up in LA, and I had all this extra material, like bags of bikini strings, ready to go, ready to put on swimwear. And just kind of playing around with the material. I realized that they made some really cute bracelets. So you can see here in the initial cord ends of the swimwear, so that it didn't just end, without some sort of like cute little charm or something. So when they all came together, they made cute bracelets. My friends started asking if they could have them in different colors. So I was making them by hand, and because I couldn't get a sewing machine to stitch through the rubber that's inside. So then in a pinch, I remember one day I needed a hair tie, and I'm like, oh, that could work. And I realized, these make awesome hair ties. So, but it was just one of the things I'm like, that's convenient. And it wasn't like a ding moment. It was more like a ding
dong.
I felt like a ding dong. So what happened to our, are we good? Yeah. So that was our, that finally, realized that that's what I needed to do, was start this brand. I came up with a name. I remember being on the phone with one of my friends on my way to my last job that I had. And I'm driving, we're like, kind of spitballing back and forth about names, and came up with Kini bands, Kini like bikini, bands like hair bands.
And I was thinking too, Kini like kin, like
I know,
kinsman.
Yeah.
I like all of the synergy of it, which is exciting.
Yeah.
So that is what started. Again, what you see if you're watching the Amazon Live influencer show, you see the one product that we are showcasing here during this interview. I know I do a lot of book authors and business owners in the online space. Today, it's a retailer. Here's what I think is exciting. Joanna started, like she just described. If you are late to the show, rewind and listen to her whole story. Hi, everyone.
I know.
We have like a big picture window here as people are watching back.
We're
walking past the show. They're like, are you a TV show or are you a retail show? And maybe we'll turn the camera around so you could see her show.
Am I allowed to put my camera up over here?
Oh, yeah, we should. Okay. I should have got your laptop. Are we live on Instagram over there? We're just streaming everywhere. And if you see me playing around here on the phone, I'm not texting anyone else. I'm texting you if you're here in the Amazon show. And I'm also scrolling through with the carousel. So if you want to watch on Amazon, on the Amazon live stream influencer show, just go to BYC show. .com, standing for Believe You Can, which is what Joanna did when she went from selling bikinis to selling Kini bands, and these took off like wildfire. You also pivoted 2 years ago, right, when you started selling masks, right? So it's like, this is a girl who pivots like you would not believe. And I guess we should say hello over there. We're just live everywhere streaming.
I just
Now I
made a
have to
video.
make sure I don't like sit all awkward. But yeah, so we are in Joanna's shop on Turquoise Street in La Jolla. So if you actually want to come and check out her collection, she's got a fabulous line. And she just did a blowout sale this weekend. A whole bunch of her friends came here, 50% off. And she actually put these on sale for those of you watching the show right now. So grab them. You're getting a 3-pack for only $10. They're normally almost $20. So it's almost a half off here. It's basically half off everywhere, which by the way, everyone loves a sale, which if you are in retail, if you have a sale, how did your sale go? So for a comparison to like last weekend when you had no sale to this weekend, and all of a sudden all she did was a Facebook post and a couple things on social media, right? That's it?
Yeah, texted my friends. They invited their friends. It was so successful. So yeah, I'm very so grateful for that. And it was just a great excuse because I've got so much inventory, and I'm unpacking things that I've ordered. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know. I've never seen these before. So
I was like, how much for that? How much for that? I think I'm like walking out of here. Yeah, with a big shopping bag and nothing in my purse left. So, but yeah, come on down in La Jolla. She's right across from Gelson's. If you're familiar with La Jolla and Pacific Beach, it's pretty much like where North PB and La Jolla meet. They kiss, and it's here, right here, Kinsman Collection at the end. And then you can go to West End, the cool bar next door.
Yeah.
And then Oscars, to give you an idea. Again, if you're local, Oscars, the best fish tacos ever. You're kind of like, Oscars is here, West End is there, and then Kinsman Collection is in here. Right, so come on down. Oh, I want to also mention something that just for social selling and also selling more, whether online or in a retail store, one of the things you did brilliantly with people literally walking past, or when you're at Oscars or where you're at West End, you said a specific phrase. Can you share that with the listeners? Because it's very important. It worked every time to get people in the store. So what did you say?
Oh, to get them in, or
yeah, you said a couple things, but you said one phrase in particular.
Well, I found a couple lines that worked for me. One was when I really did, and I'm very genuine in my compliments. When people come in, and I said to one girl, I said, "I'm not letting you leave without buying that jacket."
Yeah, so super cute.
I know that wasn't it. One is just this. I wave. I'm like, "Hey, come on in."
Yeah, like the guy was going back and forth eating ceviche from Oscars.
Yeah,
like, come on
we'll
in.
wait till it's done. But yeah, we'll invite him in. And then let's see, there was
you said thanks for
as they're leaving. I always say thank you for supporting.
So as a local business owner, that's one of the things that's super important here in Southern California. And I think everywhere. I know where I grew up in New Jersey, it was like support local is a big, big expression, but also a real belief system. As like these big box chain stores were coming around, there were all of these signs to support local. So you kept specifically thanking them for supporting me. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, thanks for supporting me. And that's really important.
Okay.
Oh,
Justin Lee wrote, Justin's wife and daughter came by because his daughter has interned and actually worked for our company before. Right. So they're amazing, and we appreciate them coming by and supporting.
Yes. It's funny because I think I've met a bunch of realtors and people coming through here because I'm selling my home. And actually I talked to Justin because he just sold his home here. And I was like, oh, who'd you use? So we'll have to connect, Justin. And honey bueno is here. So hello. Sorry, we don't mean to ignore everyone coming in the stream. The laptop is much
Honey
further.
Bueno is the coolest name
Isn't
ever.
that the coolest name ever?
I'm jealous.
I know. It's fabulous name. I'm like, that's like a brand. You are literally a living brand.
If you don't have a clothing company or a jewelry line or something, please start one.
She'll white label your product.
I will sell it, and I'll be your biggest fan.
So again, if you're on Amazon Live, I feel like I'm Wonder Woman when I hold up my wrist here. It's like, get Kini bands for both bands. So Amazon Live, that is the product you'll see in the carousel, these Kini bands. And again, Kini as in bikini, but also Kinsman. I'm going to call her Kinisman. But that's not really the name. So,
Kini Queen.
And then I have to keep saying hello to your Instagram followers as well.
It's just a video.
I love that it's like in the corner there, like, hello.
Very non-intrusive.
So now let's just move quickly to another topic that I want to introduce you to. If you haven't thought about this yet, if you either are retail or if you have something online, and it is called social selling. So we talk a lot in my boot camp about social video. Well, it's that next step from social video to social selling, because now Facebook, you're seeing now, if you're on the Amazon show, we're doing social selling. But Amazon, it's specifically a product that sells on Amazon, whereas social selling through Facebook, Joanna, after we end this show, we're going to go over to her page and we're going to social sell all of her products. Well, actually, we have selected products, but her products from her retail store, and then literally let anyone in the world or in the nation, I don't know, in the nation or world?
In the nation.
So again, US, buy things, and we're pricing it at a discount. So she can do sales, she can do promos, and it's literally anything in her store. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a product on Amazon, or you don't have to put your product on Amazon. You can sell direct to the consumer watching live through what's called social selling through Facebook, the Facebook platform. And we're going to use comment sold. So we'll tell you how that works after this. We'll do a follow-up show with Joanna, but that's what we're about to do. If you're watching this as a replay in the future, you'll look in the comments and we'll put the link directly to her show. But that's a super cool concept.
Yeah. And it's fun because we're learning it right now. And, especially with, having just brought all this inventory out and are like, all right, we got to sell this. And so what a fun, creative way to do that rather than, just posting it onto kind of the normal sites that we sell on. So it'll be a lot more interactive, and that's the way that things are going. So
yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll take you through our, trials and tribulations.
Trials and errors, trials and errors and trials. Yeah. So social selling, that's the key. That's the theme. That's what you want to write down to think about. For whatever you do, it's going to be all about social selling in the future. And you heard it here first on the Believe You Can show with Joanna Kinsman and your host, Coach Deb. So again, type in social selling if you want more information about that. We're going to have blog posts, articles, more videos. We're going to do some webinars, right?
Yeah.
Not to put you on the spot, but yeah.
I love webinars. Me too. So yeah, I look forward to doing more of them.
And they're not dead.
No,
they're not dead.
They're not.
They're not dead.
Webinars are amazing.
Webinars are amazing. But now if you do webinars, you just want to think about social selling is the next evolution of webinars. And the way I think of it is it's just different platforms and ways that people can buy while they're watching your quote unquote webinar. It's just through a different platform.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
A little more, on demand.
Yeah.
So
let me ask you one of the things that I like to talk to all the business owners, because I think some people have these dreams of quitting the 9 to 5 and they think it's going to be really easy. Was it easy when you quit the 9 to 5? Were there trials? Were there moments where you were at the brink? And then what did you do to keep moving yourself forward when you get knocked down?
I haven't had much of a 9 to 5. I have spent, I would say, a total of about 1.5 years working in an office in my life. So, I'm grateful for that. But part of that is because my first real job was working in marketing. And so all of a sudden I was exposed to so many business owners and, entrepreneurs. And I'm like, I want to be able to go to lunch anytime. I still remember that feeling when the guy that I worked for, his friends came in. Actually, I think you were there, and no, you wouldn't have been yet. But this group of local San Diego marketing people, like, oh well, let's go to lunch. Let's go to lunch. And I was like, I want that freedom, and that's been a big thing for me. So, it has been. Oh yay! But it has been, ups and downs, just like any entrepreneur, and, learned a lot along the way. But yes, definitely hasn't always been easy.
Yeah.
And especially with COVID too. And that goes back to all that pivoting.
Yeah.
I was like, man, pivoting is like the story of my life.
Tell us a little bit about that. And by the way, hello, Alicia. She's the one who also turned me on to Comment Sold and says we can do several things with Comment Sold that are tricky. So
she did.
Alicia, you're going to be next on the show.
Cool.
I know you're busy, but you got to do a follow-up, and we got to teach everyone how to use Comment Sold, because she's always looking, again, talking about pivoting and saying, how can we do this? And even if a platform or software that's new hasn't figured out how to integrate it, like Canva, we were just talking about all the things that they've added, like the transparent background and creating logos now. Yeah. Alicia figures out ways to hack the system, get around, and do social selling even while she sleeps.
Ooh,
Believe it or not. By the way, tell me, Alicia, as you're listening, is the audio okay? Because we're using a totally different setup. We're here in Joanna's shop, so I'm curious if there's an echo in this room. We'll let you be a little bit of a producer telling us. So tell me, hi, Robin, how are you? Thanks for those of you watching on BYCshow.com. We'll allow you to watch the show directly on Amazon and order the Kini bands that Joanna created and is selling.
Yes.
But tell us about pivoting during the COVID year.
Yeah.
So all the retails are like, oh my gosh, they're all going under. They're all like crushing supply chain, all of that. What did you do to pivot and survive?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah. So most of my business was always selling into retail locations. I always was very proud of that. I was in about 2,000 retail locations at the time. And
by the way, is impressive.
Thank you.
I saw her hustle. She would literally go into every boutique and like knock on the door, meet the owners and show her collection, whether it's bikinis at the time, and just say, hey, let me, do you want to carry my item? So
yeah, mostly I found email is the best though. I mean, to reach the most people. I like being behind my computer. I've learned to get out a little bit more.
Boots on the street. Remember, like right in the beginning before you got to 100 stores.
Yeah.
So now you got to 2,000 stores, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I found that to be definitely more effective.
Yep.
Because you'd walk in, I would walk into boutiques, and I can't say that I did a ton of it.
Just the days that I saw you.
Yeah, that's it.
She's like, pull over. I want to go in that boutique. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I found really early on that I used a CRM called Streak, and that worked really well for me. And I was list building, all of that. So actually I've got a product coming out at some point. I can't say when. But to teach people how I built my lists and got into those retail locations. So what's nice is those accounts are coming back. But yeah, at the start of COVID, that whole channel of my business, which was like 90% of my business, just completely shut down.
Screeching halt. It's almost like you went from a streak to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah. I did that.
I love that. You're so
clever. Yeah. So things came to a screeching halt.
Yep.
And then what?
And then when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next, I worked with my good friend Sarah's company, Webinar Jam, for a little while. Kind of went back to that because I used to work for their company, so that was really nice of them to take me back because they were getting so busy, where everybody was working from home and needing to connect with people more online. So it sort of there's almost like another little pivot there.
Yeah.
Then
do whatever it takes.
Yeah. And I was so resistant to the face masks, never been a big fan of them. I didn't think they were going to be around for very long. But then I work with a corporate company that owns a bunch of fitness franchise brands. So they had asked me to make masks, and I was like, all right, I can do this, and but branded to these different franchises.
Okay.
So yeah, I started on that. At the same time, I aligned with somebody who was started helping me with e-commerce, and really blew it out of the water with those sales. So yeah, that was that. We got super busy. That's why we had a small space right across the street here before, really cute little kind of boutique spot. Basically moved into this like warehouse, but we've since turned this front into a boutique area. And let's see. And then I got into clothing, which I've always wanted to do, and I've always enjoyed. So that has been a lot of fun for me. But customizing it for the fitness franchises. So yeah, it's oh yeah.
I'm gonna pick up one of her really cool pieces of clothing.
These are something I've always had. I actually invented them.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm taking it off.
Oh, do you want to model it?
I'm going to put it on you.
Oh, girl.
Because I love this, by the way. This is what I love about it. Look.
I'm going to set up live.
Yep.
You keep going.
Okay. Oh, all right. Whoop. The hanger's going down. So here's what I love about this. This is, again, the testament to her innovative, creative design ability. So it's like this little mink that you throw on. So if you're out, again, in San Diego, everyone knows it gets chilly at night, but during the day, it's not. So it's nice because you can put it in a bag or whatever, you put it on. And then this is what I love about it. This zipper here holds all, like your phone. Where's my cell phone? I put it, but then I shut off the live stream. Over here, huge. It's like a purse and something to keep you warm. And then over here, it's a little pocket here for your sunglasses. And then here, another little pocket that you can put other like valuable stuff that you want to protect here. And you get to stay nice and cozy, and it's super soft. So you get to stay warm. You get to just, I feel like I have like an animal here and I just like pet it. So this is a really good invention. I feel like you need to put this on Amazon and do another show with you because we got to sell this on Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us more about this. This is great.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are handmade in Oceanside. My seamstress makes them. So they're still one at a time. So we have kind of one of each of the different faux furs, I should say, that
no
that
animals were harmed in the making of this faux fur.
Yes. It does also have a hook in the back too.
Oh,
so you
it
can
has a
take
hook.
like a little chain so you can hang it up. But for the most part, I love them because in the winter, you can wear a cute little dress or something, just, and wrap it around you, but then you can also put it over your legs, say if you're wearing a short dress.
Yes.
Yeah. So you
And
keep
it's nice
warm
and
all the
cozy.
time. Yeah.
I have it on my legs
Or
and
you
my
can
shawl.
wrap it up and use it as a pillow if you need to.
So awesome.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Yeah. So where do you get your creativity from? Like what inspires you? What do you do to put yourself into a creative state?
Well, one of the best pieces of advice I got was actually back when I was in high school or college. He was in college, and Dad made it to meet in a planner. I'm from Maine. I was in school in New Hampshire. He brought me to Vermont, where his friend was had this amazing, gorgeous, beautiful event planning space, barn, and I just told her that I wanted to. At that time, I wanted to get into event planning. So. And she goes, just always stay creative and, visually, cut out of magazines and, and kind of go back and figure out what was it about those things that you cut out that inspired you in the first place, and I can always kind of like take things out as I, and
it's
put
like
them
you're
back
pinning
in.
them, but
yes,
in real life.
Books. Yeah, it was before Pinterest. And so I have them like digital and all that too. So
That's
I have
cool.
screenshots too that I used to take. I've got, folders of just screenshots before, again, Pinterest. So,
That's awesome.
yeah. So
it's from what you're describing, there's a lesson to that where taking yourself out of the day-to-day, taking yourself out of the working on your business and in your business and just go away, completely away from your business, like literally completely away and get that inspiration.
Yeah.
And give your mind a break.
Yeah. It is nice. Sometimes it's tough to go back and forth.
Yes.
I mean, we all know, it's easy to get stuck. I mean, I can spend days on my computer if I didn't need sleep. I just, I love like clicking around, trying this, doing that. But then I'm not as, actually, it's a different kind of creativity. I'll go down these rabbit holes. What was I doing last night? I started like, making, folders for, a fitness product that I'm going to be working on. And, so I go down that rabbit hole and I come back to what, my financial reports that I've got to work on and, just trying to.
Well, and what you're describing is what a lot of business owners face is what I call is the Dr. Seuss hats. So like you have the Dr. Seuss with all the layers. It's like the accounting hat, the marketing hat, the idea hat, the CEO hat, the salesman hat, the shipper, right? Packing, label, like there's so many things that go into running a small business, but is it worth it?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm like, would you go back to the 9 to 5? She's like, I only did that for 1 year. So I already knew I was over the 9 to 5 before I even barely did the 9 to 5.
I wasn't really cut out for it.
Yeah.
So I always say, I'm like, I don't like being told what to do. So
that usually does not mix with 9 to 5. Yeah. What would you, as we wrap up, what would you say to a business owner out there that's maybe struggling? Maybe they had a year of COVID or 2 years where their country shut down. What would you say? Because it is the Believe You Can show. What would you tell them about keep going and not giving up? Like, should they just give up? Should they go to 9 to 5? Or what will get them through?
Yeah, definitely don't give up. I mean, if we could go kind of, going back to the theme of all of this, I mean, and I know it's kind of almost like an annoying word at this point with, but pivoting.
Pivoting is the key word.
And maybe change things up, a little bit. You look at what you're doing. And that's one thing recently I had to sort of realize. I was like, okay, what I've been doing isn't, this part of what I'm doing, this isn't working for me. And I'm, kind of spinning my wheels in this area. So, let's change it up. Let's do something different. So, kind of being open to that and maybe not being so tied up in, believing that, something has to work a certain way.
Yeah.
So,
and what I don't like about the Amazon live comments is, how you can type and Siri will change your words and it will know what you're typing. Here it's not. It's anything you type. So I'm trying to talk to Joseph, new follower. Thank you, Joseph. He's asking what you're talking about. And instead of me trying to type this and reply, I'm just going to talk to you personally here. We are basically here in, I was going to say Northern California, Northern PB. So North PB, La Jolla, on Turquoise Street with Joanna Kinsman. She is the owner and founder of Kinsman Collection. And you'll see in the carousel, she has these Keenie bands. So if you know someone with hair that they need to like tie up, or if you have anything that you want to just tie up, not just hair, whatever, bag of chips, anything. Yeah, that's true. So she created these, but we're also just talking about business ownership and selling more online using social selling. We're about to go and do some social selling with her on her channel as well. But the other part of it is getting through and either quitting the 9 to 5 or having a side hustle, whether you sell things on Amazon, you sell things through social selling, which is the big thing, just inspiring people that either are a business owner to keep going, or if you're thinking about doing a side hustle, we're going to do a series with Joanna. I'm going to keep coming back here. We're going to keep amping the production value. We'll have a different microphone. I don't know how the voice is coming through in the audio, but I'm going to take a picture of this and put this on the Coach Deb site because you should see the hacks of what we figured out in order to, are they going to come on in? I feel like they want to come in.
A lot of nice cars out here.
We're literally doing this in her retail shop with a big picture window. So Coach Deb, I'm going to do like a quick little video on Instagram so you can see where we are and we might have customers coming in. So we want to make sure she sells more online, but also in the store,
we locked
in the shop. We did lock the door just for you so we could do the show, but thank you for watching, Joseph. Thank you for supporting.
Instagram over
Thank you for supporting Joanna's Instagram followers. Come on
they want to come in. See, we're going to invite them in.
We're going to start selling. I'm going to open the door.
Yeah, open the door.
We're going to sell online and retail. So we can do multiple things. Come on in.
You're going to be on our show.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
We are doing a video,
you?
but pop in and say hi to people. Oh my God.
I need to go to
upstairs.
massage. Yeah.
Oh,
Come see us
lovely.
after.
It's great.
See, we're recruiting.
I have it at 6. Yeah.
Yes,
When
enjoy
I
your
finish,
massage.
I'll go.
Come down here. She's
Okay.
doing a major sale.
Sure. Yeah.
Support local.
I'll help.
Thank you.
We'll show you guys
Yeah.
how this all
Enjoy
transpires.
your massage.
We're literally recruiting. Here, let's see.
Okay, so this looks great. All right, I'm gonna turn around this stuff too. I'm gonna move this. We're gonna. Oh, here we go. So this is great. We're gonna give you a whole. Here we go. Oh, car, everything. Here we're doing a roundabout. This is her shop right here. That's the big picture window. He was in that Range Rover there, and this is how she recruits. She literally sees people walking by and it's like, "Hi, come on in." And again, he was getting a massage, and he came in. Oh, there we go. What do you do? Go ahead. What do you do? She's like, "Come on in." Yeah, literally just inviting them off the street. So do what it takes to get people in your store, whether it's your online store, your I was gonna say offline store, your retail store, like what we have here. And the being friendly too helps. Like you invite, she went and got fish tacos and she's like, "Come on and support me." So don't be shy. I don't know where my phone is, even with the Amazon Live. I think it's over there. Hopefully I didn't give it to the gentleman with the Range Rover. Oh, it might be in my little clutch. I'm sitting on it. That's good. Sorry for sitting on you, Joseph. We didn't mean that.
And we want to say also hi to Robin and Leon.
Yes, thanks for joining us. We're going to show Robin's and Joseph just bought for him for his sister, LMG. Thank you for supporting Joseph. We're going to repeat that. Oh, my opinion offended you. It's a great shirt.
Hi,
guys. Great shirt. Surfers walking by, people walking by. There we go. There we go. He had a great shirt and the surfers. We're gonna do this. If you like this kind of random, chaotic, crazy way to show people walking by, tell us and we'll keep doing this. It's the new show, Chaos in Action. Veronica, aloha. You remember Veronica from our cruise days that she has a different last name.
Yes, hello. I remember.
Yeah.
Hi, good to see you.
Girls get to change our last name all the time, but she's Veronica. That's all she needs to be,
That's
right?
it.
So thank you, Joseph, for buying her Keenie bands.
Thank
and those of
you.
you who are joining on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube or any of the other 8 streams we are streaming live to, go to bycshow.com, and that is the Amazon show. We have her Keenie bands, which she created out of her own invention, like that little throw. I'm going to show you that in a second, Veronica, in case you just joined.
Oh,
but you can grab them on sale. Again, BYCshow.com. It's her product that's on Amazon. Otherwise, you actually have to come to Turquoise Street, go to La Jolla to buy her stuff in the store where we just did a nice little show. Hi, come on in. So, Veronica, let me just show this to you because if you just joined, this is a really cool invention. It's a throw. I don't like these chairs. Forget, we're not doing chairs next time. Meanwhile, over there, I'm like, this is where they'll see BYC. It's like, you got to squat so you could get in this image here. This is how I used to do it on the beach when I had a tripod that wasn't tall enough. And I would literally like do a squat to like, hi. So this is this throw that she invented, and it's got pockets and zippers that you can put all your stuff in here. It's amazing. And I'm over there with Instagram squatting. So tell me if you enjoy the fact that we'll do whatever it takes in order to do a show and bring you some entertainment. Are you not entertained, as they say in Gladiator? So Veronica is LOLing, and yes, Robin, come support.
I feel like this is like thing that Veronica would definitely wear.
Absolutely.
Also
Fabulous. There's another black. There's a leopard.
Veronica, which one do you want? Do you want the black one?
Nice and elegant. Oh, that's really soft.
Do you like this one with the brown tones in it? So there's always that.
Social selling, ladies and gentlemen. It is the future.
White one, but I sold it earlier today. It's black. I call this one a panther, but it's faux. Don't worry.
Yep, faux
and best legs, girl. And cheetah print.
Thank you. Cheetah print.
Robin.
Cheetah print.
It's true.
Yeah. This actually kind of goes with this collection. By the way, this is all Kinsman collection. Everything.
Yeah, we're gonna do live selling, all kinds of stuff.
The little everything. So live selling, social selling. That is the name of the game. Do it now. Do it before other people. Make the mistakes. Look foolish, but sell, sell, sell. Robin, how cute. It's best legs now from all the squats. All the squats. Yes, exactly. See? Squat, whatever, and you'll actually look better just from all the squats. Yeah, it's going to be very entertaining watching Instagram show.
I know.
So, any final words to the people that are watching now? Again, thanks for the follow, Joseph. Thanks for buying the Kini bands. We will be here every Tuesday. Now, we like to say 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, but sometimes because we go in retail and we have customers, we can't always go at 2, 3 o'clock, but somewhere around 2, 3 Pacific or Eastern, we'll be here.
Really? I didn't know we were doing that. I love this.
And Zay, thanks for joining, Zay. And if you are watching at BYCshow.com, which is the Amazon Influencer Program, should be lower left corner. There's a little follow button. If you click it, anytime we go live, because we may do some Friday night shows as well, I'm going to pop over here and be like, Joanna, let's do a show. You'll get notified. So I guess I have to scooch in here to get closer for the vertical for Instagram. And then we've got horizontal cinema style for everywhere else we're streaming. So it's fun doing video. It's chaotic. You don't have to be scripted. As you can see, you could be cheeky and funny and crazy. And it seems like the more crazy and cheeky, the more people follow. Yeah. And the more people we're entertaining out there.
I've got some of my friends over here.
Yes, hello, Joanna's friends.
Kat and Kelly and Denise, Carol. That's all I can see so far from up here, but thank you guys for tuning in. It's my first live ever, actually.
Shut up. Nice. Yeah. See, her first live, and she's doing great. I was going to say fine, but more than fine. Great. All right, so let us know if you have any questions or topics or things you want us to cover. Tell us if you like the format of this cheeky, crazy show. Are you not entertained? Please let us know in the comments, yes or no. And then we will be back every Tuesday. I'll be somewhere interviewing a business owner or an author who's either written a book and has it on Amazon for the BYCshow.com, or like Joanna has a store and has figured out a way to do some social selling. Any final thoughts, questions, anything for your viewers and fans? Any tips?
I thought you were saying that I was going to be here every Tuesday. I was like, wow, that's new stuff. But I mean, it sounds like fun.
Yep, I'm going to recruit Joanna.
I'll be tuning in every Tuesday.
That's right. No, she's going to be recruited often.
I'll be here probably at the office every Tuesday. So
I think I'm just going to do the show, and even if you have all this chaos, I'm going to be like, yep, stuff's going on. That's okay. Yep. And I'll be like, Joanna, pop in.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go do some social selling on her channel, and then we will report back on this channel to tell you how it went, how many mistakes we made, how many blunders, all the things that we learned. It's going to be crazy. Robin Kirk says it's
A lot of firsts
been
today.
Joanna's social selling debut.
Yes.
Yes, it has. You actually just social sold and you sold.
I did. Oh yeah.
You sold. Thanks to
Oh,
Joseph.
yeah. Thank
Thanks
you.
to
Yeah,
Joseph.
thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
Yay. Joseph, you're the best. And anyone else who just bought Harkini bands, you are the best. And remember, whether you're in business ownership or you're creating a side hustle or you're just starting out video for the first time or doing social video, believe you can. Big high five to the audience watching and on Instagram. Love you guys. Mwah. Although, come on in. Come on in. I love it. I think we're
Deb,
going to
you're
bring
hired.
people in. All right.